Hey, what's up guys? It's the cool dude here, and welcome to another episode of Logo Evolution. And today, I'm going to be doing a Logo Evolution on, remastering on Ubisoft. Ubisoft, or its full name, Ubisoft Entertainment, or formerly Ubisoft, which is two words, is a video game publishing distribution company founded in the 1980s. As Ubisoft, which is two words. In 2003, it's one word now, which is just Ubisoft. They're still referred to as Ubisoft Entertainment. But yeah, they're known for publishing and developing video games and distributing them. They're notorious, though, for kind of rushing, delaying, downgrading graphics, and obvious things. They're best known for Far Cry, Rayman, Splinter Cell, and especially Assassin's Creed. But we're now going to some logos, starting with the first one, and that is... Before I go into some logos, did you know that 84.6 of y'all aren't subscribed yet? So for those who aren't subscribed yet, please do that, so that way I can keep making some videos. We now go back to our regularly scheduled program. The big Ubisoft, and it was in use from 1986 to 1989. Yeah, I couldn't find a footage for this, so it's just a still. Luckily the next one there is a footage, and that is... It's called The Text, and it was in use from 1989 to 1993. Yeah, just like the last one is still. Likely there is a footage, but yeah. And now we go into some motion logos, and that is... It's called Rainbow Crescent, and it was in use from 1995 to 2004. There's the variant with just the sound effects. That is a good logo. It can be a bit iffy with the sound effects, but other than that, it's actually not a bad logo, and it's seen on games like Splinter Cell and Rayman. But we're not going to the one that, people recognize Ubisoft for. And that is the Spiral, and it was in use from 2003 to 2009. On its debut, mostly it's short. Later on, it's the full variant, which is the common one. Now this is a good logo. Even though the background is black, it's actually a good logo, and it's seen on some games like Assassin's Creed and Chess Master Live, and other games. And yeah. And we now go into the next logo, which is another recognizable logo, and that is the Spiral 2, and it was in use from 2009 to 2017. There is, of course, a shortened variant of this. Now this is what you call a nice logo. It's seen on other Assassin's Creed games, not to mention The Crew. And speaking of Crew, RIP, because that game is shut down. Luckily The Crew 2 and Motorfest is still alive, but my goodness, they gotta stop with this. And yeah. And we now go on to the next logo, which is the current logo, and that is... It's called the Spiral 3, and it was in use since 2017. it is a good logo and seen on some good games like The Crew 2 and stuff, but yeah, the games it's shown on isn't even that good to begin with, and also represent what they're notorious for doing, rushing and downgrading their games. And other stuff. And yeah. And speaking of which, Ubisoft's gotta stop shutting down, games, or I don't know, making them online only. Because it's not a good idea, because in case you have to shut down the servers, making games like The Crew unplayable. Thank goodness The Crew 2 has an offline patch. Yeah. And that is about it. That is actually about it for this. Remember, like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification icon so you'll be notified for my latest videos. And please don't be afraid to request some logos. If I see it, I'll take it. See ya, and bye.